Okay, let's make sure audio is working okay. Let's make sure audio is working. All right, audio is good and we're ready to go. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Malin. Welcome to part 3 of the Indianapolis Colts rebuild. First year, we barely won half of our games. Now, last year we actually had we did not make the playoffs, but we improved. We finished the season 9-8. We actually got on a little bit of a hot streak towards the end of the season, thanks actually to once again Anthony Richardson kind of coming on at the back half of the season. We had some good production from our receivers, but at this point, we really need to take the next step in year 3. I'm hoping this is a playoff season. If it's not, this is, like, in my opinion, a boom or bust playoff season. Like, if we don't make the playoffs this season, then it may just be time to go with the new quarterback in the draft. Y'all saw what happened with the Dolphins rebuild when we got Arch Manning. I don't know if I want to go that full route again because he will be in this 2027 draft class. But I feel like that could be a direction that we trend towards because while Richardson has been a guy in the 80s, he's average at best as far as a quarterback. We're still lucky to have an 89 Jonathan Taylor. Ollie Gordon is an 81, so he's going to back him up. We did draft DJ Giddens out of Kansas State, so that was a pretty big get for us in the draft. So we got 2 former Big 12 running backs. We did sign Kyle Juszczyk, one of our prime free agents, to be our new starting fullback, but he will likely retire at the end of the season, which is why I'm only glad I have him on a 1-year deal. I'm not going to mess with re-signing him because I'm pretty confident he will retire. Receiving-wise, Josh Downs has become our main man. 87 overall. Pittman is still solid at 84. I brought in DeAndre Hopkins, 78 overall free agent. I figured, hey, he's on the market. Let's bring him in and get some help at receiver. We still have Mitchell. We got Restrepo, who hopefully is going to take the next step after being on the bench. We did draft Carnell Tate, and we still have Gould, Kean, and Dowell. Tight end-wise, Jonas Smith was one of our free agent signings. We had to improve there at tight end. Will Maller's going to back him up, Curtis Hodges, and Luke Rhodes. Left tackle, Raymond, 87, 92 Nelson. Ryan Kelly still holding strong at 82 center. 73 Risner. Right guard is now the weakest length of the offensive line, but 73 Risner from the free agent class was not that bad of a signing for us, and we still have an 83 Braden Smith. Our offensive line is still really solid, and really outside of Kelly, these guys still have some years left in them. Raymond is 87 and only 4 years in the league. Nelson has only been in the league for 8 years. He's still got some tread on the tire. So does Risner, and so does Braden Smith. Now, I feel like right guard is where we're going to improve, hopefully, this next season. Defensive end leaves a little bit to be desired, but I'm deciding to go ahead and give Shamar Stewart the starting job after him being on the bench for a year with his development. I do have Cam Sample, and we did sign Derek Barnett to be the backup there as well. Latu, 81, is our best defensive end, and Isaiah Land's going to continue to back him up. We still have DeForest Buckner. He's dipping a little bit, 81 overall, but he's still solid. We still got Grover Stewart, and, leaving a little bit there. Taki was one of our free agent signings, 75 overall left outside linebacker. We had to get some improvement there. Xander Mueller, we drafted last year. Hopefully he'll be able to do some stuff this year. And we did draft Deshaun McCullough from Oklahoma, 64 overall. Zaire Franklin's still here, 81. And 80 Drew Tranquil was one of our good free agent signings. So we did make some free agency signings mostly on defense. So now we have an 81 and an 80 at right outside linebacker. We still have Carly's, and we got Wayne Matthews III, who we drafted. Cornerback, we got Kenny Moore. Travis Hunter is up to an 85 after last season. And Darius Slay is somebody we signed. He was out there on the market. I figured, hey, veteran like him, 1-year deal, why not take the chance? We still got Jalen Jones, Brent's Toriano Pride Jr. out of Missouri. And free safety, we brought back Malik Hooker to the Colts. I mean, he's a Cowboy, but he was with the Colts before he joined the Cowboys in 2021. Dylan Thieneman is a rookie we drafted out of Purdue, so he's going to back him up. And an 84 Josh Matulis was our prized free agent of the free agency class. It took a little bit. We had to spend the most money to get him, but I think it was worth it because we got a solid, strong safety to anchor that. Daniel Scott and Xavier Henderson, these guys in the 60s just wasn't going to cut it. I wanted to get somebody to solidify that spot, and we still have Gay and Sanchez as our kicker and our punter. So the special teams is the same. and we have Kenny Pickett and Derek Carr as our backups. I know that's an odd bunch of quarterbacks when you look at the depth chart, but wanted to have some quarterbacks there. Our roster starting out the preseason is 68 players, which I think is pretty solid. Didn't really see any more free agents out there who could really upgrade this team. I do feel like that this is a playoff team, but if it isn't, then Saichan is going to be gone. He's our head coach. His development really hasn't been great during these first 2 seasons. There hasn't been a lot to add to his coaching tree, and that concerns me. And then again, I know Saichan has only been the Colts head coach dating back to real life since 2023, I believe, when they missed the playoffs, but had a chance against the Texans. That is concerning, and I think that this next offseason, if we don't make the postseason, it's going to be time to get a better head coach and a quarterback who is going to be in the upper 80s or even in the 90s, or has a chance to get in the 90s. I don't know if we're going to strike gold like we did with Arch Manning with the Miami Dolphins in the last rebuild, because that was a unicorn. The fact that he was already rated really high as a first-round pick, we drafted him 96 overall. He got up to 99 overall, won Rookie of the Year. Sure, he didn't win the Super Bowl for us because he got injured, but still, he got us to that point. That was still a big deal for us in order to complete the Miami Dolphins rebuild. It's pretty epic, though, to win. That's the first time that I've ever had to win a Super Bowl in a Madden rebuild with my backup quarterback. But that backup did it. So let's get to the preseason, and let's get through the exhibition season, and let's get ready for the regular season. We lose to the Packers in our first game, play the Vikings in our second game, and we lose to them as well. So we're 0-3 in the preseason. So we're 0-2 in the preseason. Hopefully we can get a win against the Cardinals to get some confidence going. And we beat the Cardinals by 3. So now we got to cut 15 players. Let me check the roster and see if we picked up any injuries in the preseason. I never really checked this. Got no injuries, so that's good. No significant injuries from the preseason, which is great. So let's go ahead and get to getting this roster trimmed to the players that we need. We're going to keep all 3 quarterbacks. I think Hoosman, I'm going to get rid of him. He's been on the roster for several years, and he really hasn't gotten any better. Gordon is an 80, and we got Jonathan Taylor at 89. Hopefully, Ollie Gordon sees a little bit more of the field this season. I'm kind of expecting him to take the next step as our backup running back. That's why we got rid of the other guy. Yeah, because we had what was it? He used to play in Kansas City. Kareem Hunt. We had Kareem Hunt last season, but we let him go. I was going to let him go for obvious reasons. Down? No. I'm going to put Gould on the practice squad, and I'm going to do the same thing to Keaton. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 receivers, but I really don't want to put Carnell Tate on the practice squad just yet. I don't want to risk that. Hodges, I'm just going to get rid of you. We have 2 tight ends, including the long snapper. 2 tight ends plus the long snapper, I should say. Gus Miller, I'm going to risk putting him on practice squad. Hopefully nobody picks him up, but we will see. We have 2 right guards, so I want to keep him active. Ozzy Trapilo, I'm going to risk putting him on practice squad because we got Matt Gonkives. All right, defensive ends. We got a lot of left ends. I'm going to move LJ Overton to the practice squad. And, yeah, I mean, we signed Barnett, which kind of stinks, and he's our 3rd best defensive end. But it is what it is. Darrell Jackson Jr., I'm going to put him on practice squad. Christian Miller, I'm going to do the same thing with him. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take a cap penalty if we do that, so I don't want to cut him. And McCullough, I'm going to risk putting him on the practice squad. Right outside linebacker, Wayne Matthews, we're going to put you on the practice squad. He has a hidden development trait, so I really don't want to get rid of him, but Pitts, we're just going to cut you. Pride Jr., we're going to move you to practice squad. How many corners do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 corners. I want to keep that active. Got a lot of safeties. Get rid of Smith. Henderson, I'm also going to get rid of you. And good. Okay. So we don't have to make any significant cap penalty moves. So that's great. Let's get ready to go to the regular season. Looks like we did get a practice squad player stolen from us. The Browns, they picked up Gus Miller, so we lost our center that we drafted a couple of years ago. Okay, well, that's no fun, but let's go ahead and get our draft class for 2027. I believe this is the Arch Manning class. It is. Nico Iamaleava from Tennessee. I probably butchered his name. I'm sorry. But I recognize him when I see him. Nico. At the expense of not doing the exact same thing that I did if we don't make the playoffs, because Manning was there, but Malachi Nelson from Boise State might be an okay option as well. Chris Westbrook of Texas. I don't even know if that's a real player. Dave Meredith from North Carolina. Ooh. That's the guy we actually drafted in the Miami Dolphins franchise in the second round. Boyer, Hayden. I know I'm looking at quarterbacks early and we haven't even started the season, but I just got to think about it. If Westbrook and, if Nico is going to slip, or if we're that bad, we could be looking at that. Because trading for superstar quarterbacks in Madden is pretty impossible to do. I tried to do it with a couple of rebuilds. In the Seahawks rebuild in Madden 24, granted that was on old gen PS4, I was trying to trade for a really, really good quarterback. The best I could get as far as a veteran quarterback that wasn't in the draft, because I wanted to get a veteran quarterback in a trade, the best that I could do was like a 79 Jared Goff, who obviously was not the Jared Goff that he is in real life, that he is in this game. So trying to trade for a superstar quarterback in this offseason, if I just determine that it's not going to work out long-term with Anthony Richardson, is going to be pretty hard to do. I don't even think we can get somebody like Dak Prescott from my Cowboys. I don't see that as a possibility either. There's no way we can get somebody like Mahomes or anything like that. And I don't know what the free agent class is going to look like. Very rarely does a really, really good quarterback hit the free agent market. I think in some Maddens, Mayfield has hit the market a couple of times, but his rating is only going to be probably in the 80s or something like that. So I don't know. And our best bet is to go with the rookie in the draft. And that may be the way that we have to go. If Richardson's ceiling is low 80s, because I don't know if that's a quarterback that can lead you to a championship unless you have 90 strict players like all around him. And we don't have that. We don't even have a 90 receiver. Our running back is starting to wear and tear a little bit. Our offensive line is solid, so I don't have to worry about that, except for right guard. Defense is getting a little bit better, but we need some more help at defensive end and linebacker and corner and free safety to really take the next step, in my opinion. But hopefully I'm dead wrong with talking about all this, and we're actually going to be in contention for a playoff spot. But let's simulate to the middle of the season and see where we are, because I don't have a whole lot of confidence even this season, because we didn't do a whole lot of change from last season to this season. We got some new players in there, but we didn't make any big splashes other than strong safety in the offseason. So I don't know how much better this team is going to be. But enough talk. Let's let the chips fall where they may and see where we are. Okay, well, we're actually a little bit better than I thought we would be. We're 4-3, which is not bad. As far as the division, we are second behind the Jaguars. Once again, the Titans look like they're not very good this year. They had a pretty tough season last year to begin with. So, yeah. But we got 30 players ready to negotiate. So we got a lot of money situation to determine. And Josh Downs is and Jonathan, oh my gosh, we got big ones to determine this offseason. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not going to let Jonathan Taylor walk, so I'm going to try the player-friendly deal and see if he takes that. Starting to like this offer, but I'm sure, okay. So he wants a very friendly deal. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll revisit that next week. Quentin Nelson, you're a perennial Pro Bowler. Let's see about the player-friendly deal. Good offer. Okay, so he just liked the player-friendly deal. We'd have to go very player-friendly to get him. Pittman Jr. Player-friendly deal. Will that be enough to keep you 4 years? Happy to sign. Great. Okay, so we got Pittman to come back. Downs, 5 years. Excited. Great. All right, now we're down to 92. We'll come back to Jonathan Taylor next week. So we got our 2 top receivers inked for the next for the hopefully basically the rest of the rebuild. Jalen Jones fits our scheme, but but he's a low rated corner. But Kenny Moore, though, ooh, losing upper 80s guys is something that I just don't want to take a risk. I don't want to take a risk of that. I know we're going to put big money in that, but you got to do what you got to do. DeForest Buckner, I don't want you to go either, man. 81 defensive tackle is going to be tough to replace. That takes us down all the way to $60 million. Spent $100 million in this setting alone. But now we're starting to get into the backups. And, Kelly, I'm going to risk, letting him walk, even though he's a good guy, scheme fit guy. We'll see if we can get better at tight end, left outside linebacker, hopefully. Tranquil is tempting. Barnett, unfortunately, kind of like a wasted sign because of the defensive ends that we have that look better. Defensive tackle, we're going to let Stewart walk because we got DeForest Buckner inked for the future, thank goodness. We may try to bring Slay back if we're going to let some other corners walk. But he may retire, so I don't know. And what's with the 2? Oh, we got to determine if we want to accept his 5th-year option. I think I'm going to take that because he's our best defensive end, number 1. He's still pretty young. And, he's made plays. I think he's a good guy to build the defensive line around. All right. Well, we'll come back to Jonathan Taylor next week. But golly, that's a lot of big names that we had to worry about signing. But I think we'll get it done. We'll find ways. We beat the Bengals, so we're now up to 5-3. Let's get back to the negotiating screen and take care of Jonathan Taylor. So he wanted an even bigger deal. He wanted something bigger. This 5-year, $6.8 million is a lot. Good offer. Okay, so he just wanted something very player-friendly. Okay, that wasn't actually that much of an increase, but he just wanted more years. He probably just wanted to be a Colt. So we've got him more than likely inked as a Colt for the rest of his career if he, sticks with us for, 5 years and we don't trade him. Was there somebody else I was debating about signing? Excuse me. So, yeah. Jono Smith, maybe. Tranquil, maybe. But I could always re-get these guys in free agency if I just really want to. And just maybe, if this doesn't work out next time. Make the playoffs, and I know we can get there. This has been our best start, I think, in all the years so far. This has been our best start of the rebuild series. We got the same record as Jacksonville, so we're going to be competing with them potentially. It looks like for the division title. So that's the way things are kind of looking. Do we have any injuries right now? Darius Slay is out for 1 week with an upper arm fracture, but he's only out for 1 week. So that's not too bad. He's our third corner, so nothing too much to sweat about there. We got the Ravens this week. This will be a tough matchup, and we lose only by 3. So against really good teams, we're not getting blown out like we were before, so that's good. The Jaguars also lost, so we're the same record as them. Washington is 3-5. No NFL game is a gimme, and we lose to Washington. Is a losing record. And now we've dropped to 3rd place in the division. The Texans are ahead of us, and so is Jacksonville. Gosh. If we blow this, then Sychan is done, and I think Richardson is done too. Because we invested a whole lot in our running back, receivers, and a defensive player. We can't waste the prime years of all those guys meddling around with a marginal quarterback. We're not going to do that. That's an injustice to those guys. Well, we come back and we beat the Broncos, so we get back on the winning ways, which is great, and we're back to 2nd in the division behind Jacksonville. But we're 1 game back now, but we play them right here. This in Week 12 could be determining if we're a playoff team or not, and we lose to the Jaguars. And we're still second in our division, but it looks like the Jacksonville is starting to pull ahead. Are we even in the playoff picture? We are not. So based on the way this is looking, it looks like only one team from the AFC South is going to be in the playoffs, and it's going to be the division winner. So us sitting at, what are we, 6-6, doesn't bode well for us in the long term. What's the rest of our schedule looking like? Have we already played Jacksonville early in the season? Because I feel like we probably did. Okay, no. So we play them in Week 17. We have the Titans also. They're not looking very good this year once again, but that's a divisional game. We actually got them right after the bye week at home. But then we got a tough game against Dallas. Bears may be pretty good. And then the Browns, they're probably bad, but we'll see. But us sitting at 6-6 right now, once again, a playoff fringe team, just not overly too confident. This doesn't give me good feelings, you know. Let me check the playoff picture going into this game. We're not anywhere here, so things are still looking like the division winner in the AFC South is going to be the only representative for that division in the postseason. So we'd have to make the playoffs in order to do that, and we actually slipped to third because the Texans won. So we are we're 10th place in the AFC. So we're a few spots out of it. We can't lose to this game. We can't lose to the Titans. But let's check the injury report. Do we have any injuries? We got no injuries. So I'm going to check the stats and see how things are kind of going this year for Anthony Richardson. Okay, well, 2,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Okay, that's actually a pretty good stat line if you ask me. But how does that compare with the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFL? So he actually is in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's in the top 10 in passing yards in the NFL. In touchdowns, he's up there too. We got Burrow leading with 30. And Richardson is 28. He's second in the NFL in touchdown passes. Wow. Okay, Richardson, right now, he's playing his way into being here next year. What about the running game? Jonathan Taylor, 870 yards, 7 touchdowns. We have 6 from Richardson. Ollie Gordon has chipped in with 3, and we got 1 from Juszczyk. So Taylor's having a decent year. He just needs 130 more yards to get to 1,000 yards yet again. He was a Pro Bowler last year. I think he was, yeah. Downs, less than 200 away from another 1,000-yard season. He's got 14 of those 28 touchdowns. Jonas Smith actually has 9 of them, so it looks like he's been very productive. Pittman is third with 4. Hopkins chipped in a little bit with 500 yards. Not bad. 1 touchdown, though. But, hey, veteran presence in there is pretty good to have. So offensively, Richardson is doing his thing like he was the first few seasons. So that's good to see. That's encouraging. It may be time to move on just with the coach after this, because we can't keep muddling in the middle like this. Because the rest of our division, it seems like every year that the Jaguars have actually been pretty good, and I believe they won the Super Bowl last year. You know what? Let me check league history. I think they won the Super Bowl last year. Did they? Yes, they did. So that's a team that once again is pretty good this year as well at 8-4. So they must have found a franchise quarterback or running back or something that's keeping them where they are right now. So this game against the Titans, I know it's a team with a losing record, but it's pretty big. And we blew it. We lost to the Titans, a losing team by 5 points, and makes me sick. That's it. That's the nail in the coffin for us. Once again, a non-playoff season. Looks like another non-playoff season, which really bites. And I think, Sai-Chan, I think your days are numbered here in Indianapolis. We got to move on with a new coach. We come back and we beat the Cowboys. We're now back at 7-7. We're 10th overall, but I think mathematically we're not completely eliminated, but Jacksonville would have to lose out. We would have to beat them after the Chicago Bears game, and I don't know if that's possible. And I actually looked at the top right corner. We're minus $102 million. So financially, we're in trouble. I think the deal is if we operate another year in the negative, yeah. I mean, we spent a lot on players this season. That's probably part of it. We beat the Bears. Oops, we didn't do that. So we're 8-7 like the Texans. Not in the playoff picture. Well, the practice player looks like they got re-signed. They picked up Ozzy Trapilo, one of our offensive linemen. Do we have injuries? Let me check and see if we have any injuries, because we got this game against the Jaguars pretty big. If we somehow manage to win this game, we would have the same record as them going into Week 18. Maybe there'd be a chance. First things first, we got to beat them. And we lose. Yeah, no playoffs. Once again, we're going to finish 9-8, and unfortunately, it looks like this is the year where, financially wise, we're getting in the negative. So that's not good. Let me take a look at finances or something like that. I got to determine, what's why we're getting in the negative. So probably are just in that because of all the money that we spent on players this season before we even began. We didn't spend anything on the stadium or anything, so we're not doing any renovations with that. So, yeah. Well, it's the final game of the regular season. We got a chance to finish the season 9-8. So let's play this. Final game at home, final game of the season against the Cleveland Browns. Doesn't mean anything, no playoffs. Sai-Chan, last game.
It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Zaire Franklin.
So let's try to get this win against the Browns at home. Browns are 7-9. Third down and inches here. Let's get the first.
Again,
Mallory. There we go. Back at tight end, held on to the football. First down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Another third down situation. There we go, Pittman. That's why we gave you all the money. Make those kind of plays. All right, we got another third down, 3rd and 6. It's about the end of the first quarter. This quarter is flown by.
Back to throw. Here's
Down. Oh, he's short by a yard. Let's go for it. Yes, they are. Let's go for it. Let's run it. Pick up the first. Come on, Taylor. Are you? Come on. Got a block up front, guys. Okay, 3rd and inches. Let's run it. It's Ollie Gordon here. Ollie Gordon in the game.
Now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Go, Ollie.
Good stuff. Picks up the first. Richardson.
Down. That was a pretty bad decision, I'll be honest. Oh my gosh, catch him. Somebody catch him. There we go. Thank you, Ollie. Oh, that was a bad throw. Defense got backed up here.
This quarterback now.
Sure, the quarterback is. He looks like he's a rookie. He's new. Like Johnny Manziel with the number 2 right there, but I know that's not him. And Njoku gets a first down.
The Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw again.
And the Browns get on the board before the half. We're up 7-0 going into the second half. Field goal attempt by Gay here.
For the field goal try. From the right hash,
Got to get on the board. It's been a very low-scoring game. All right, so we get the field goal there. We narrow the gap to 4. Defensively, we make another stop. We can't stop them again. Well, we don't do anything on offense. It's third down. Let's get off the field here.
This will be 3rd and 5.
Incomplete. They going to go for it? It's the 4th quarter, so I guess they are. I'm going to change this to coming in. Sample, get him! Sample coming in with the sack. Let's go. Stop on 4th down. Big time there. And we get a touchdown. Let's go. Now we got the lead here in the 4th quarter.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Get him. Get another sack. Get another sack. Butler, there we go. Way to force the incompletion. Let's go. Butler came in screaming and forced a throwaway. Nice job. 1st and 10. Oh, man, I didn't know we were in the shadow of our own goal, our own end zone. Let's run it with Ollie.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hold on a second. We have... Jonathan Taylor's hurt. Oh, man. So we got to finish this game with Juice Check taking handoffs.
On the quick handoff.
But, hey, he's still got some speed.
He'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
We also got Ollie Gordon. So Ollie's getting the rest of the snaps.
Try
to win this one. It's a meaningless regular season finale, but we're going to do something here. It's 3rd and 5. If we pick up this first, game's over. Come on, Downs. We need this. There we go. 1st down, Downs. Let's go. Big play there. This is what we need. 241 yards, 1 touchdown for Richardson. So he was the one who threw the touchdown pass. I don't know how we got that touchdown, but touchdown pass. We'll look at the stats after the game. There we go. Ollie. Big run play that we needed to milk some of that clock. Let's go. They only have 1 timeout left, so all we got to do is run the football. Game's over.
5 points of
go, Ollie.
Necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd.
So they got none left.
Timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down.
We got a flag. Probably, hopefully it's offsides. Please be on that.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain
Yep.
of 3.
Offsides on them.
Brings up 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
One inside zone. Get this first. Milk away the rest of that clock. Ah, face mask. That animation looked like a face. Of course, it'd be Myles Garrett that would do that. Y'all see he requested a trade today? Super Bowl week, and he's coming out with that? I was like, whoa, dude, seriously. I'm like, Jerry Jones, if you do something, do that. But he ain't going to do it. Anyway, Juszczyk picks up the 1st down for us in what all likely will be his last game in the NFL. Got a little bit of extra carries here in the 4th quarter due to the injury to Jonathan Taylor. So picks up the last play of our season, last play of his career is a 1st down pickup. Coming in as our a fullback, still very reliable. Richardson takes the knee. We're gonna finish the regular season once again 9-8, the exact same that we did last year. Really thought this would be a playoff season, but it wasn't. We didn't really improve very much, but I thought this year would be the year. We had to pay a lot of guys, and yeah, we've got some work to do, and I think unfortunately that means Cy Chan, our coach, is done after this game. We're going to get a new head coach in here, and hopefully that coach will be a good one that'll be on the market that can take us to the postseason next year. So yeah, Cy Chan, you can smile if you want, man, but you're not going to be here next year. We've already determined that it's going to be Black Monday for you tomorrow. I know we won the football game. We got the win. It was ugly. It was low scoring against a down Cleveland Browns team, but it is what it is. But it does feel nice to end the season with a W, even if we don't get to the playoffs. But now we got to get down to business, and All the business right now looks like it's money because we're in the negative right now. If we operate a full season in the negative, then we lose the team. So that's not good. So I'm going to take a look and see, like, if there's anything I can do to just, like, improve, just get some of this money back. I don't know if we can, but we'll see. Can I actually adjust contracts yet? Or no? Yeah, it's a restructured deal. Free up some money. I don't know how much that'll help with our money situation, but we'll see. Jonathan Taylor, can we restructure his deal already? Free up that. Looks like it's not really helping very much with money, but give us some room. Downs got a big new contract as well, and we can restructure that as well. Free up some room. Okay, big one to Moore. Doesn't free up a whole lot, but it frees up some. Can Raymond's be restructured? Nope. Got Matulis. Nope. Ooh. Richardson will free up 20K. That's good. He's up to an 89. Okay, Richardson is continuing to raise my eyebrows a little bit. In terms of his play and how much he's, getting better, it seems. He is improving. So that's good. What about Braden Smith? Yes, we can. 5.46, that's good. Structure a little bit, get some more room there. Those are all the top guys. The two, we still got to determine the fifth-year option on him. So we'll get to that. Oh, yeah, Buckner is another guy that we paid. We can restructure his deal for $14.5 million. That's good. Kelly, we're letting walk. Some of those other guys we're going to let walk as well. So we restructured some deals. Doing okay. So no playoffs again this year. Let's take a look at the bracket. So we got the Bengals and the Chargers. We got the Bills and the Texans. And we got the Jaguars against the Raiders. And we've got the Chiefs had the number one seed. NFC Bears actually had the number one seed. So they were actually pretty good this year. So no shame in, I guess, really losing that game. And then we got the Eagles against the Rams, the Bucks against the Falcons, and the Cardinals against the Giants. Well, let's get to some staff moves. Shane Steichen, you're fired. We're getting a new head coach in here. Let's see. Brian Dable's out there. Dan Quinn is out there too. And I know how. Oh, but Mike Tomlin and Mike McCarthy. Ooh, but he's got nothing. Jeff Ulbrich. Mike Tomlin looks pretty promising. I'm bringing in Mike Tomlin. Really good, veteran coach. He's won a lot. He's going to provide, hopefully, something extra to this team. Got some skill points to spend, so that's nice. There's nothing to spend like 16 points on. What about our OC? Player personnel. Let's go over here. Spend some there. There we go. Okay. Down to 3. So, yeah. Got a new head coach in town. Mike Tomlin. Steelers let him go. Colts pick him up. We're getting a defensive-minded coach in here. That might change up some of the schemes and whatnot. But, hey, we got some good defensive players here. We've got Mike Tomlin, a winner, in here as our new head coach. So that makes me feel pretty good going into next year. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate through the playoffs, and let's see who gets to the Super Bowl. right, it looks like the Super Bowl is going to be between the Cardinals and the Bills. Wow, that is one I did not expect. Well, the Bills maybe, but the Cardinals, mm-mm. So the AFC side, the Bengals beat the Chargers, the Bills beat the Texans, and then the Raiders beat the Jaguars. So the Jaguars got upset in the first round, the Bills beat the Bengals, and then the Chiefs beat the Raiders. So it was Chiefs-Bills in the AFC title game, and the Bills, Josh Allen gets the better of Mahomes in the AFC championship game in Arrowhead. So the Bills are in the Super Bowl against the Cardinals. And how they got here is that the Eagles beat the Rams, the Buccaneers beat the Falcons, and the Cardinals beat the Giants. And then the Eagles, they beat the Bucs, and then the Cardinals upset the Bears. The number one seed goes down. So both the number one seeds lost in the divisional round, and then the Cardinals go on the road to Philadelphia and beat the Eagles. So it's Cardinals, Bills, a 3 versus a 4 in the Super Bowl. Let's check out the Pro Bowl roster and see if we had any guys make it. Jonathan Taylor made the Pro Bowl for the second year in a row. So did Juszczyk. He made the Pro Bowl in what could be his final NFL season. Downs made it. So did Jonnu Smith. Wow, we got a lot of offensive representation in the Pro Bowl this year. That's pretty good. Nelson made it again. He's made it every year of this rebuild. Did we have anybody else make it? Matulis made it. So that was a good free agent signing. Guy that came in and he became a Pro Bowler for us. That's good. Good investment there. I know it's a lot, and unfortunately, based on what you guys see in the top right corner, probably cost us. And the winner of this year's Super Bowl. Actually, wait, it hasn't been determined yet. Sorry for the anticlimactic statement. Let's check out yearly awards. The MVP is Jalen Hurts. Coach of the Year is Andy Reid of the Chiefs. Let's see. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Lamar Jackson of the Ravens. Offensive Player of the Year. So Richardson and Josh Downs came in at 5th and 6th for AFC Offensive Player of the Year. That's good to see. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nobody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nobody. Best QB. Richardson finished 3rd in the AFC. That's good to see. Best running back, Jonathan Taylor finished 6th. Best receiver, Downs finished 2nd behind Devontae Adams. The best offensive lineman, Kelly came in 5th. Best defensive lineman, nobody. Best linebacker, nobody. Best DB, Matulis came in 6th. And we also had Travis Hunter. He finished 10th. Best kicker, Gay finished 7th. So we had some guys getting some appreciation. Downs was the closest. He came close to being AFC Receiver of the Year. One spot behind Devontae Adams. But, hey, he's earned that contract, and he's looking pretty good. So, not bad. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl for this year. Yep, I knew that was coming. Let's do the not-so-terrible. The Bills win the Super Bowl, so they win their first World Championship. They beat the Cardinals 38-20. The MVP is Josh Allen. Hurts and Reed won those awards. Offensive Player of the Year is Jalen Hurts. Myles Garrett was Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Connor Wegman of the 49ers, the quarterback. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Ben Roberts from the Falcons. That Texas Tech Ben Roberts linebacker, I feel like it is. Well, I knew this was coming. Financial probation warning. You have ended the season with a negative balance. If this is not corrected before the deadline, your position will be terminated. Deadline is the end of next season. So, yeah, that's trouble for us. So yeah. I might need to look up a video on how to get out of the negative if we have financial probation warning. I don't know if there's a way to do it, but yeah. Primetime Jed, what's up, man? Let's check out the retirements, see who retired. DeMarcus Lawrence played his last year with the Saints. Trent Brown retired. Armstead retired. So we had some retirements. Darius Slade, DeAndre Hopkins, Derek Carr, Ryan Kelly, and Luke Rhodes retired. I wasn't planning on bringing back Kelly anyway, but it looks like we had quite a few retirements this year from the Colts. Darius Slade, Hopkins, Carr, Kelly, and Luke Rhodes are tight end. He was in the NFL for 11 years. Wow, I thought he was only like a 2, 3, 4 year guy. So he wasn't. I didn't think he was that old. But okay. So obviously, we've got some situations to worry about. We're minus $74 million right now. I think the way to get that off the books is to I got to do something. So available funds, we're minus. So fan zone starting to look a little dated, but I don't want to spend any money because we're going to lose all of it if we keep doing that. I don't think relocating is what we need to do. I don't want to relocate the Colts. That just I don't think would be a good idea. I want to see if sessions merchandise. Maybe we just need to lower some stuff. Let's go like less for some things like these. All right, I lowered that a little bit. So team revenue went up. So maybe that'll help a little bit, but we'll see. Bottom line is, something tells me this rebuild is going to end next season one way or another. If it does, then this, unfortunately, is just the first rebuild that I just wasn't able to fully complete. But we'll do what we can in the final season for this to be. I did spend a lot of money. I'll give you that. But I want to keep this team competitive. I'm going to go ahead and accept the option for Latu. So, yeah, that actually just put us like minus 97 million. So, it may just be a deal where maybe to get some money off the books. Let me actually take a look at we're getting ready to start. This is the last chance to negotiate. Let me just determine one more time if I want to sign anybody else. Because I don't think I want to keep anybody else that we have right now. Yeah, I really don't think so. And plus, I think I need to save as much money as we possibly can. I do think juice check it. Save money. Save money now. At this point, save money. We invested a lot in the big guys, so it is what it is. I'm going to take a short break, but I'll be back really quickly. We keep the stream going. Got to take care of something, but I'll be right back. I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had to do some laundry, so I'm doing that right now. I'm back, guys. Had to take care of, had to unload and then put another load in. So yeah, it's not my clothes, it's my sheets. So taking care of that while I'm recording. Figured I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's get to the off season. Keep going. 93. So here's what I'm thinking that maybe is something we can do. So we've got a lot invested in our players. I think it's just a deal where the best thing we could do to help us out is to, I think, just for the sake of being able to clear some money off the books. Will that free up some money? Is that really going to help like our money situation up there, or am I like playing myself? We can restructure these guys' contracts even more. Okay. Didn't know we could actually do that. Now that we're in the off season, because we already restructured their deals. I guess now because we're in the off season, things are a little bit different, I suppose. Can't restructure all of them, of course. Who else was? Yeah, Nelson. 3.5 million. There's somebody else. Yeah, the two. Won't free up much, but free up a little. Buckner. Can we do more restructuring with him? We can. 5.7 million. That's what it'll free up. Who else do we? We didn't give a contract to Franklin, but can we actually? No, we can't restructure him. Collins is, Carly's is actually not that bad at 78. But we could use some help there. Hunter actually has eclipsed Kenny Moore as the best corner. Can we restructure his deal again? Yes. So, free safety, strong safety backup. We lost our kicker and punter, so we got to replace them. Running back wise, I think we're pretty good because we got, that. We need another fullback once again. I think one thing that I'm going to try to do, and I think I can afford to do this, is I'm going to try to trade away, even though we just gave him a new contract, I want to trade Pittman because I feel like I just got to find a way to clear up some money. That's really what this is about. Now, I don't know who can take on his contract because I got to, determine that. The Cardinals look like they might be able to. And we're talking about, I want a good pick, though. Would a second-round pick be enough? Second-round pick is enough. Take him off the books. Awesome. So we got another pick. Money-wise, it looks like it didn't do anything. So I hate the fact that I might have just wasted that. But, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of this hole in terms of money. So one thing it does do is, we don't have a whole lot of money anyway. We got $44.9 million. So let's see, we just need another upgraded receiver. Wicks doesn't look too bad. Chenault. Favor Chenault a little bit more because he's more of a scheme fit guy. So let's go with a team friendly deal. Looks like nobody's really going to be offering him too much. Actually, yeah, the Giants want him. So you know what? Let's go up a little bit. Let's go with a neutral deal. See if that helps. Available funds to make this offer. Do we really not? Draw the offer. Seems weird. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that didn't let us do it. Okay, well, the Giants really want him too, so we'll do that offer if we lose that on him. Ooh, Hunter Henry, new tight end. That would be a major upgrade. I'm not going to lowball him for the first time. Let's go with a neutral deal. Where's only offer? Okay, so let's lower it to team friendly. Okay. That's weird. Now it's okay. Well, we already offered him anyway. Let me check offensive line again. See if we need to look at any upgrades there. I don't think we really do. Left tackle, we're good. Left guard, we're good. Center, we could use an upgrade. Actually, we don't have any right guards, so yeah, we do need one. You know, DeForest Buckner is actually savings. So we need a right guard. There's nobody really that good, but Colin is interested. Let's bring him in. Stopgap guy, but at this point I feel like it's the best we can do. The Broncos, the Chargers really want him. Let's go with a neutral deal. All right. It's kind of bugging out or something. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's go with Colin with a neutral deal. Yeah, there we go. We're still behind the Chargers, so we get him. Well, let's go with Frazier then. Going with Frazier really is the backup option. There's some decent defensive ends here, but nobody really that stand out. What about defensive tackles? Ooh, Payne. Now that would be very helpful. It actually is only offer. Okay, surprise. I'm surprised at that. What? Well, that's it for the limit. So we're targeting Deron Payne. We're going after Hunter Henry, Chenault, but the Giants are interested. We're going after Colin, and we're going after Miles Frazier as the backup option because we don't have any right guards. If we lose out on Chenault, I'm not going to get too upset about it. But offensive line, yeah, we need to make sure that we land somebody there for right guard. We're even more in the hole. Not surprised. We got Payne, though, and we got Henry. We're still going after Frazier, but the Patriots offered more. So, yeah. Right guard. We're going to have to come up with some backup options. So, Colin. Let's just get Pryor. Hopefully we can land this guy. He's got no other offers. He's 71 as far as the overall, so hopefully we can get him. What other positions do we need to look at? I feel like there's some defensive positions that we need to look at in the offseason. Let's see. Let me take a look. roster. Free safety. Use another corner, but you know what? I think we can adjust for that in the draft. I'm going to go, actually, I think, with Carly's as the right outside linebacker. Left outside linebacker, yeah, we really need some help, additional help there. Payne. Can we try to maybe trade away Buckner now? No, we'll just keep him on the roster. I'm going to still try to trade him. Trade him to the Bengals for maybe if we can get like a third rounder for him. All right, let's go fourth rounder then. Fourth rounder for DeForest Buckner. Trade accepted. Boom. We got Payne as the new defensive tackle for us, and I think, unfortunately, Buckner's best days are behind him. Franklin 79, dipping a little bit. We need another fullback. We do need a backup tight end, if I'm being honest. Oh, my goodness. We're minus. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, we can't do anything now. So we traded away Buckner. We're even more in the hole. Oh, goodness gracious me. I've totally butchered this team. Well, let's just do what we can. So, free agency, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to cut short. We just can't do anything else. So let's see who we got, which isn't a lot. We got Payne, we got Henry, and we got Pryor. So we were able to get somebody to be our new right guard. But we are so in the negative in terms of everything. So, yeah. Let me actually see if I can readjust contracts, actually. Free up some more room. I don't know if we can. Okay, well, let's see. Well, let's go to the guys that we have signed. Can we structure Hunter? We can. It won't free up much. It'll free up a little. Oh, boy. I feel like we already restructured more, so we probably can't restructure it again. No, we can't. Yeah. Payne? No. Can't restructure him. What about Henry? We can restructure him, but it won't free up much. So we got no money, and we're in the negative. So, yeah. Well, I think I invested too much in guys that I thought were going to be good players. Well, I mean, they are good players, but I just invested too much. So now we just got to do the draft for everything, which is quite a few positions to fill. So I'm going to really try to be diligent, and I may even have to jot down some notes here. We need a fullback. We need another receiver. We need backups at every position, basically on the offensive line. Basically every position on the offensive line, we need a backup. We're good on the defensive end. At defensive tackle, we're good. Left outside linebacker, we need some help there. Free safety, yeah, we've got a lot of holes to fill in the draft. So right now, what do they have us projected to do in mock draft number 5? Well, Arch Manning is projected to be the number 1 overall pick to the Steelers, so we're not going to be able to get him and alter the course of the franchise. I'm leaning away from getting a quarterback. Left tackle Nigel, no last name. Wow. But Cam Cody looks pretty promising. That may be somebody that may be a better option to go after. Julian Sayin would be tempting. This guy Connor Northrup doesn't look too bad either for linebacker. But Cam Cody, if he slips to us, he might be worth taking as our first-round pick, if I'm being honest, because we need an upgrade at left outside linebacker. So let's get in the draft, and let's get going. So here we go. So Sayin is at the top. He's top 5 in terms of talent. You know what? If this is going to be the last year, we're going to draft a quarterback who could be better than Richardson and see if that's going to be the case. Julian Sayin, excellent pick, A grade. I know I went completely against the grain, but I feel like we got to make some picks that, there's a bunch of quarterbacks here. We don't need. This guy, Matt Stecker, could use some help at receiver. Let's go ahead and grab him. Hopefully this isn't too much of a reach. It says good pick, so that's good. I just want to hit on all the picks, especially this year, since it could be our last year of owning the team. We need a new free safety. Kendall Drummond. He's a scheme fit guy as well. Good pick. Not bad. Got some value. We also made some trades, so we got more picks this season. Joe Ross looks like a linebacker. It's pretty good. Another good pick. Great. We've hit on all of them. No bad picks so far in this draft bias, so that's good. Okay. We do need some help at corner. So Frank Walden at Texas Tech. That's definitely not a real player, but we're going to take him anyway. Says it's a good pick. We're going to rock with it. We need some offensive linemen. This left guard, Alex Huntley, doesn't look too bad. Let's take him. Says it's a good pick. All right. 5th round. Here we are. This left outside linebacker, Justin Smith from Oklahoma State. I think I've drafted this guy before in other rebuilds. I'm going to draft him again. This one says a bad pick, but he fits our scheme. Well, we did need some help in linebacker. 6th round pick. We need tight ends that are that are decent because we need some backup tight ends. I'm going to take Brian Garland of Michigan. This may be another bad pick. I got a feeling it will be. Average pick. Okay, so that doesn't make me feel too bad about maybe reaching on him. And then take Caleb Spencer as well, another linebacker. If we miss on one, if we missed on the other one, maybe this guy will be a better option. So this draft is weird. We went against the grain, but Julian Sayin is actually only an 84. So might not have been the best thing that we could have done in terms of need. We took Matthew Stecker, receiver. We took a free safety, Kendall Drummond, right outside linebacker, Joe Ross. Corner, Frank Walden. Left guard, Alex Huntley. We took Justin Smith, another linebacker. Tight end, Brian Garland, another left outside linebacker, Caleb Spencer. Looks like these guys are rated about the same, Smith and Spencer, in terms of left outside linebackers. So, yeah. Sayin coming in at 84. I mean, he's going to be on the bench in terms of our depth at quarterback. So we have Pickett, but Sayin is already better than him. So I'm actually going to cut Pickett. It'll incur a penalty. So you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. Anything that will incur a penalty, I'm not going to do. We still need to get a fullback, so I'm going to go to free agency to sign a fullback. And I think I really butchered like all of the potential for this team with what I did. So yeah. We don't have any backups at the guard spot or the center position. So that is concerning. But then again, we also don't have any money. That's another issue. So Justin Smith, 66 overall, is our best linebacker. McCullough, and we got Spencer as well, who we drafted. So we've got Franklin, Carlis, we got Ross, who we drafted in the second round. Hunter is our best corner. We got Moore, Walden now. There's a rookie coming in at 77, which isn't bad. He automatically becomes our best corner. We don't have a backup strong safety. We actually don't even have a kicker and punter. We can't even start the season. We don't have a kicker and punter. So yeah. Let's advance to preseason week number 1. Maybe see if we can get some leeway and maybe be able to sign somebody just to fill out the roster at this point, because we don't have a kicker or punter. We need a fullback too. Let's bring in Ingold if we can. Put the team over the salary cap. How much do we have to clear? I have to clear $22.89 million. Man, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, Braden Smith frees up some money. Okay, that helps. What about some other guys? Nelson, can we restructure you again? Nope. Tellis freed up some money for us. That's good. Can we restructure Taylor again? Nope. Can't do it. All right. How about Raymond? Yep. 6.56 million freed up. Good. Can't do anything with Latu. Okay, well, we were able to free up some, so let's go back to the drawing board and try to fill out this roster. We're not even at 53, so yeah. Ingold, your deal. Can we get you now? All right, got our fullback. Let's get our kicker and our punter. Chase McLaughlin is the best available kicker. Let's go and get him. All right, no issues with the cap. Dixon is the best punter. 85 overall. Snatch him. Okay, so we filled out those. But I still feel like there's some positions that we just need to get, a few more backup players at. And I think but then again, we can only do this until salary cap says no, you can't. So that's what we're kind of going to operate for now. Receiver, we're going to rock with it. A lot of young guys behind downs, but I think that's the best that we can do. I'm actually going to change Stecker's number so Hunter Henry can wear... Actually, wait. Hunter Henry wears 85. Carnell Tate, I'm going to change his number. What number does he wear, actually? Carnell Tate. What number does he wear again? 17. Let me just give him like a number 7. I'm going to change his number to number 7. And I'm going to change Stecker's number to... No, that was wrong. Hunter Henry, I'm going to give him his 85. What is Deron Payne's number? Is it 94 or is it 91? Okay, it actually is 94. Okay, so I think he actually has 94 already. Yeah, he does. He's got 94. We need a backup strong safety. So let's go see if we can take care of that. And we need some backup offensive linemen. See if we can get Marquise Bell, former Cowboy. Scheme fit guy, too. Got him. Okay. Is there a left outside linebacker that's at least in the 70s? Willie Gay. Let's bring him in. Get some guy in the 70s. So we got him. Instantly becomes a starter at linebacker. So we at least are able to fill out the roster with some solid players after being in cap hell for a little bit. So Gay automatically becomes the starter. Justin Smith, we've got all these backup young guys. 75, 79, and 78. That's not bad, considering the hand that we've been dealt. We're going to rock it with 70 guys. Right guard, center, left tackle. Left tackle, center, right guard. Left tackle, center, right guard. That's the package we need. So left tackle. Okay. Center. Corbett. Let's bring him in. Now we need to clear up again. Let's go lower. Arch, you get him? Okay. Right guard. Eckenberg. How much do we need to clear if we want to get somebody that low? All right, 330K. Let's go even lower. Mimbo. We still need to clear money. Okay. All right. Well, let's maybe see if there's one more guy's contract who we can adjust. Franklin? No. Can't restructure his deal. Release? Nope. Can we restructure Restrepo? No, we can't do that. What is Restrepo? Does Xavier Restrepo? He wears number... Ooh, okay, all right, I got an idea. I'm going to change his number, actually. We cut Donald not having a penalty. Let's cut Dowell. Grab some money. No penalties, so that's good. Yeah, right guard. Green? No, we got to go for a lower guy. see about Eckenberg again. Got him. Perfect. Okay, so I think we've kind of filled out the roster, probably the best that we could possibly do. Let me fix that whole number situation I was thinking about with Restrepo and also Tate. Okay, so let's give Carnell Tate. Let's put a random number on first, and then I'm going to give Restrepo 7. Let's just give him random number 3. Restrepo, you're going to get number 7, like you were at the University of Miami. Carnell Tate. Oh yeah, Tate. He wore. I think Tate wore 17 at Ohio State now, so we can give him his number back. Did he? Let me check it one more time. Yes, he did. Let's give him number 17. So we got the number situation resolved. Guys are kind of looking like they should. So Restrepo has now become our 3rd receiver. Mitchell is our 2nd best receiver. We got a lot of 76 receivers. So Tate, Restrepo, they're going to get a lot more minutes, a lot more playing time. Stecker, Gould, those guys, a little bit, but not too much. So we've got the roster filled out, basically. We have 5 corners, which is not a lot. I'd like to have a 6th corner and keep that corner active, if I'm being brutally honest. Marcus Bell, he wore like 41 with the Cowboys. So can I give him 41 or something in the 40s maybe? I don't know if I can. 42. He's wearing 41. Maybe a corner. Yeah, Frank Walden, the rookie, but he's not a real player. So I'm just going to give him like a different number. Let's give him 38. Is 14 available? I don't think it is. No, it's not. You get 41 just like you were when you first came to the Cowboys, Marquise. So there you go. Do we have enough to go get a 6th corner? I don't think we do, but let's try it. Sean Murphy Bunting. You have to clear $1.25 million in order to bring it on him. Okay, let's see. A lot of receivers. Can we cut Keaton? It'll incur a penalty, so no. Anthony Gould. It'll incur a penalty. Okay, so we freed up a little bit. Tyler Bertoli? No. It's the best center we got now. Can we cut maybe one of these guys? These guys are like close. Yeah. Zogu. We cut him in favor of some of the other guys. All right. Let's get a sixth corner in here. Sean Murphy Bunting. Sort of one of the most promising guys. We still have to clear. All right, so we still have to clear some money. Okay, let's see. If we can't get him, then we're going to go for a guy that's a little bit lower. We just really need a sixth corner. Or so a depth guy. I'm just going to cut Wayne Matthews. Can Gang wear 50 like he wore in Kansas City? Looks like that's what he wore. Yeah, got it. I'm just gonna cut Deshaun McCullough. You know, we're drafting guys. He's just, I don't think he's gonna cut it. Now can we get Sean Murphy Bunting? Still got to clear some. All right. Well, let's keep trying if we can. I'm just going to cut some of these like low rated. Yeah. Just get rid of these lower defensive tackles. I just don't think they're really going to help us. They're not doing anything now. I don't really think they're going to do anything more in the future. So, and this is like the last year, so it's kind of all in, so to speak. All right, so we got Sean Murphy Bunting. Let's kind of get that situated, see what things are looking like now with our roster. I mean, Bunting doesn't really help too much. It helps a little bit with depth, but not a whole lot. Sean Murphy Bunting. I know he wears number 0. 23. Okay, so he doesn't wear 0. He wore 0, it looks like, with the Titans. It looks like he's a 23 guy. 23, maybe. Well, Kenny Moore, he's wearing 23. What numbers has Sean Murphy Bunting worn throughout his career? Looks like mostly 0 or 23 have been his only actual numbers. So let's just leave it at 34. So our roster actually is less than 53 players, but it's the best that we could do given the circumstances. It's at 52 right now. And we had to cut some players to make some room just to bring in Sean Murphy-Bunting, which really is for corner depth. So that's the way we're going to leave it. And guys, I think this is probably going to – I think the next video with the Colts rebuild is going to be the last video because we're in the negative, $111 million. Kind of like I've done with some rebuilds in the past, I might have to do the unthinkable. And I hate cheating myself with really being true to rebuilding a team, but I might have to force wins behind the scenes in order to get this team to make the playoffs because I think this roster is about the same. And, maybe I won't go with that. It'll just be like, well, the Colts just can't be rebuilt. I failed the rebuild, and it is what it is. So, we're just going to have to go forward with that and accept it. So thank you all for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.